Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Merkakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this restaurant fire that killed 22 people in northeast China's Liao. So, through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and the Lord's will you're edified. This is a restaurant fire in northeastern China killed 22 people on Tuesday, the official news agency Xinhua said. In the latest in a series of similar deadly incidents around the country. Xinhua did not identify the cause of the fire, but said President Xi Jinping called it a deeply sobering lesson, and urged local officials to quickly treat the injured, determine what triggered the blaze, and hold those responsible to account. The fire broke out at 12:25 p.m. in a restaurant in a residential area, Liaoning Province's Liaoyang City. State broadcaster CCTV said 3 people were injured. Footage circulating on social media, including X and Chinese platform, which unverified by Reuters, showed bright orange flames engulfing a storefront on street level alongside scores of parked vehicles. Smoke was seen billowing out as paramedics tended to people on stretchers. Hao Peng, secretary of Liaoning's provincial ruling party committee, said 22 fire trucks and 85 firefighters were deployed to the scene. Hao said the on-site rescue work had been completed and people had been evacuated. It was the latest in a spat of similar incidents across the country in recent years. In April, 20 people were killed in a fire that broke out in an apartment for the elderly at a nursing home in the northern province of Hebei. Gas leaks caused at least 2 high-profile explosions in residential areas last year, with a blast at a restaurant in the province killing 2 people and injuring 26 in March, and an explosion in a high-rise building in southern Shenzhen province in September, killing 1 person. So basically just, the wrath of the Lord being manifested. Ecclesiasticus 39:28. They be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And fire and death were the 2 spirits of vengeance that were used in this particular judgment. Psalm 79:6. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. And that's what's happening when the Lord is bringing judgments upon these other nations. He's pouring out his wrath upon these heathens that have not known him, and upon these kingdoms that have not called upon his name. Because Out there in China, they're not calling on the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And in this judgment, the Lord killed 22 people and wounded some other people. And the Lord also killed a lot of people in those previous judgments, the explosions that were taking place. First Samuel 2:6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And the Lord has been up in the killing that he's been doing. Explosions and fires and earthquakes and storms and tempests and shootings and stabbings and car crashes and plane crashes and helicopter crashes. The Lord's been killing a lot more people lately. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that no one has perished being innocent, nor were the righteous cut off. So those 22 people who got killed in that fire, they were not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. Verse 8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing wicked people reap what they've sown in the form of the judgments of the Lord being brought upon them. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those 22 people, it was their time to die. And that's why out of everybody that was in that restaurant, I believe it was, in that restaurant, 22 people died and the rest just got injured. Luke 21:22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And we are clearly living in the days of vengeance. That's why these judgments are happening more frequently and they're getting a lot more severe. These fires, these storms, these tempests, these earthquakes, they're getting more intense, more deadly, more destructive. That's because these are the days of vengeance, the days of the Lord's vengeance upon the earth and upon these wicked people. Psalm 7:11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's why every day judgment takes place. Every day people get wounded and killed. Because that's the anger of the Heavenly Father being manifested. And a lot of people still don't understand that. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. Sakia. And the Heavenly Father executes his judgments through his spirits that are created for vengeance. He sends his spirits that are created for vengeance to lay sore strokes upon these people who have angered him, who have provoked him unto wrath with their continual wickedness. And as the days go by and we get closer to the end, these judgments are just going to get more severe, and more people are going to die. And that's just what it's going to be in these last days. Death, destruction, chaos, misery, mourning, weeping. Just the days of vengeance. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, the Wadi. The Wadi Habashim Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still firmly pushing the word of sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.